We're connecting everything to everything, and we don't even know what that means.
If you're a CISO and you have to walk around and figure out what you need for products to actually, protect your environment, detect threats, safeguard your data, it's nearly impossible to figure out what's real and what's not.
That's our biggest challenge, is we don't have enough humans to go around to solve this problem and to go hunt on our networks for the bad guys.
Came here to share and exchange information and ideas about the problem the industry faces, and actually to share in the optimism for how to solve the problems moving forward.
It's my first time to this event personally, and I've been quite pleased so far.
The topics are very relevant to what we're dealing with today.
It's been great. I mean, a lot of very big thinking, very smart individuals that have obviously gone a lot of rounds with this.
I find that it's a great mix of vendors, great mix of customer clientele and end users, and I'm very pleased with the discussions that I've had.
I think it's a great event. It's a smaller event than maybe what I'm used to, but it's a little more intimate, so you get more interaction with all the people who came. You can see the speakers are not just presenting to 1,000 people. It's more interactive with the attendees.
Actually, I find most panel discussions not very informative, but today's panel discussions were actually excellent. The panel attendees were really informative. They knew what they were talking about, and I think the structured questions opened up a really good dialogue.
When these presenters are up there, they know who they're speaking to. It's a very focused audience. The presentations are all extremely high caliber. They're on point, for lack of better words. And so there's a lot of value being imparted to the attendees.
I've heard some pretty neat approaches to solving the problem, as well as some business cases that I have found very exciting.
It's a good cross-section of people in both private and government industry, so I was happy to see the topics are very relevant to what we're dealing with today, so I'd say it's great.
I like it, it's very intimate. It's a much smaller basis. I've been to very large conferences where you might talk to one or two people just because there's so many people there. Being here, you get a lot more access to the individuals that are really on the ground working on this stuff.
I think the size is actually outstanding. It's a real opportunity. It's not overwhelming. It's an opportunity to make have the exchanges and make the connections and have the dialogue. So the size, I think, is a really good size for that type of engagement.
If you were going to come to this event, the reason I would say the real value of it is you're not going to be overwhelmed by noise. You're going to be in discussions and meetings and presentations that are relevant to the problems you're facing today. You're going to meet vendors who are relevant to solving those problems. You're going to have discussions with those peers on how they're solving those problems to help you create ideas, strategies, to mitigate more risk, to find more threats, to secure your environment in a more complete way.
The right event at the right time.